And welcome to a spot of positivity. I'm just having my lovely, lovely cup of Earl Grey. Who likes Earl Grey? Who doesn't like Earl Grey? Well, I know some people think it tastes like perfume, but for me, it is the perfect little injection of caffeine of a morning. So, welcome to my little Cyprus living room. This is day whatever it is of the lockdown. Things are looking up a little bit in here in Cyprus. We've actually been told that our kids are going back to school in the next couple of weeks, so that's interesting. It's funny how such a normal thing is sounding kind of weird to me, weird, unknown. I know my son, who goes to bed at who knows when at night, will find it really weird getting up again early. Schools here start at 7:30 and he walks to school, so he should have left for school by 7:10, so that's going to be interesting, adjusting to that again. I'm completely new to this, but I hope I can encourage you and bring a little bit of life and silliness maybe to your day to day. Last time I talked about thankfulness, and I am still doing that every day, writing down my thankful things. Today I had, just a thought that you can find pleasure in little things. And I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I really don't like taking that big pile of wet washing and hanging it up. However, this is the however. If I take that same pile of laundry, now this is going to sound boring to some people, maybe someone else will be inspired by it. This is me taking pleasure in little things. I sorted it into 3 piles, and I laid them really nicely over the backs of a chair. Now, I am not super organized. This is not my thing. I like things to look nice, but I'm not like a clean freak or a neat freak or anything. I like the feeling of it being tidy and stuff. But anyway, for me, I put these things in 3 piles. I put stuff like socks and underwear very nicely, as it's going to be, like in pairs and everything, very nicely. Like medium-sized things like cloths, boxer shorts, that kind of thing. Tea towels, things that are that sort of size, I put over the back of one chair. And bigger things like shirts and trousers and shorts and stuff, I put in the back of the other chair. So I had 3 kind of basic piles: socks and ladies' underwear, boxers, and it sounds awful, boxers and tea towels. However, it works very well. Boxers and tea towels, that kind of thing, on another chair. And then my bigger things like, men's shirts, my tops, all that kind of stuff, on another chair. Then, believe it or not, it was quite a pleasure to hang out. So I went onto my balcony and I hung things out. Today is a little windier, so I've stuck clothes pegs on everything so it won't blow away. And for some reason, I had a joy in it that I would not have if I just, stuck it on as is in a big lump on top of a clothing rack and had to kind of sort it out there. I'd have been going, oh, this is endless. But as it was, believe it or not, I enjoyed it very much. And I just took every little piece very flatly and smoothly and hung it up so that when the sun dries it all, I will take it in and it will be beautifully pressed by the sun and the wind. I can fold it with pleasure and pride, and I'll feel great. Now that just maybe sounds stupid to somebody, but I'm thinking, why not take pleasure in the little things? And this is a job, unfortunately, that needs done in my house, to do laundry, to do washing. Don't you love the smell of freshly dried laundry? And especially, I should not, but I kind of like fabric softener. I should not, it's very chemical. So maybe one day I'll use essential oils and I'll figure out a way to make it smell nice and do it anyway. For now, though, I am using like skin-friendly kind of fabric softener and a very planet-friendly kind of detergent, and I'm happy with it just now. But yes, if anyone has any ideas of how to use essential oils to produce that same nice smell, which is a little bit less chemical, I am open to that. So I wanted to say that to you. Take pleasure in little things. Now, I have also been known, on occasion, I'm not an ironer, okay? I've lived in Scotland for 19 years. I iron but seldom. If someone's going to a wedding or something like that. However, once in a while, just for the pleasure of it, does anyone hear me here? I've been known to iron a tea towel or two. Now, this is only because it feels good to hang up a crisp and happy, fresh tea towel. Does anyone else understand this thing? It's just taking pleasure in a little thing. Now, I will tell you, I have had kids and everything. I do not do this regularly. Okay, so yeah, as I'm doing things like this, like ironing my tea towels, I have no sense of obligation. This is only purely a thought to do once in a while. I think somewhere in the back of my brain, I feel like I have to be super consistent in this. Like I have to be, if I'm going to iron my tea towels, I have to do it all the time. Where the heck does that come from? I don't know, so I don't do that. I probably haven't ironed my tea towels for a year or something like that. So I'm telling you this. It makes me want to go do it. However, I think the thing is, little things can make you happy. And whether it's putting on some mascara when you don't really need to because no one's going to see you today except for your kids, or whether it's, I don't know, fluffing up your cushions on your couch, or whether it's sitting down and reading a book for 10 minutes, things that are fun and little can be life-giving and uplifting. I don't want to lecture you. I'm just going to talk about myself. I hope that's okay. I'm an extrovert, so I love talking about myself. No, I like to talk about stuff, and I like to kind of process it. So an extrovert is somebody, among other things, that likes to verbally process. So as I'm talking to you, I'm learning stuff. And I actually like learning about other people as well. And it's also kind of cool when you find out other people think in a similar way or a different way, and it can stretch your brain a bit. So maybe this will stretch your brain. Maybe you'll just roll your eyes and go, I can't believe that woman would ever want to iron a tea towel. Okay, maybe I need to back up here. I actually like tea towels. I like linen tea towels. I don't have any linen tea towels, but failing that, crisp cotton tea towels. And I was always taught to have a hand towel. So it's a fuzzy hand towel and a dish drying tea towel. So I must have one of each hanging on my stove, and I must have a oven mitt sort of thing hanging there too, so that everything gets used for what it's meant to do. I'm not obsessive with this. If you use the wrong one, I don't freak out. But that's kind of how I was taught. I don't know if that's a cultural thing. Some people like to use fuzzy terry kind of towels to dry their dishes, but it kind of goes against my grain. And it also annoys me, little rant here, when you're watching, I don't know, a home kind of show, or you're seeing in a magazine. I do like magazines that have pretty pictures of houses all done up, but they seem to put their tea towel a little bit askew so it doesn't look too perfect. In my mind, that is the thing that should look perfect. Scatter a few cookbooks here and there, do what you want, but the tea towels should be hung nicely. Somebody back whenever it was, one of my friends, I noticed she folded everything in 3. So I kind of like doing this with my tea towels. I fold them to the middle, like in thirds to the middle, and then I hang them up that way. Again, this will seem obsessive to somebody. It's just for my pleasure. I don't care if you don't do that. It doesn't really bother me. I don't care. It's just one of these things I do. And if you came to my house, you'd see a whole lot of dust and a whole lot of mess in a whole lot of places. However, It's the little things that bring me joy, and I hope that that works for you too. So have a lovely, lovely Thursday today. Have a lovely Thursday, and do something little for yourself that you enjoy, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. A spot of positivity.